People, it's early 2025 and we have already hit rock bottom. I'm sure if you clicked on this video, you've already seen various Booktok videos. To sum up what's going on, if you're reading a book, what genre of book do you read? You read maybe comedy, science fiction, fantasy, or do you read dark romance, smut, and everything that's basically on paper? Because that is what we're talking about today. People be out there wilding. They be thirsting for these books. A 3-page trigger warning list. Imagine having enough ideas in your head to write a book so it needs a 3-page trigger warning list. The author might need to get locked up actually, because have you seen the trigger warning list? Have you seen what's on there? What is in that book? I'm not gonna say everything because it actually is against YouTube's terms of service and I don't want to get banned. But one of the things was cannibalism, knife play, murder, PTSD, torture, electrocution. Hold up, we got an Arkham Asylum villain on our hands. I think terror organizations move more ethical than this. What kind of stuff is in that book? That ain't dark romance, that's just dark. And not even that, bro. 90% of your book is probably against the law. People, this would be a good time for you to subscribe and to like the video and to write a comment because that boosts the algorithm and I really need the views. Hey, back to the video. But on Booktok, the scenario often leaves the book. A big portion of these videos is just the character in the book coming to life, which normally wouldn't be a problem if you apply it to books like Harry Potter or something. Yeah, maybe they got some war criminals. But if this book has a 3-page trigger warning list, it might not be the right person to have it coming to life, I can't lie. You might not want that in real life. You should not want that in real life. What the hell? If that happens, you might want to get the f*** out of the house and call the police. That might be the best thing you can do here, like by far. There are no other options. Leave immediately, call the cops, and we're good. Nah man, what you doing to that book? You touching that book very unethical, I can't lie. After seeing this, I'm pretty sure I will never buy a used book again. No, because how do you have sexual tension between you and some pieces of paper? That has to be the single weirdest idea you can come to a friend with. I'm sorry, enemy? Not even a person you don't really like, an enemy? Who got an enemy? Yo, what are you doing? What's next, super villains? And apparently what you do with enemies is sleep with them? This is giving borderline sexual harassment what's going on in this. But I guess if you're on dark romance TikTok, that's just a typical Tuesday for you. So whenever I'm on the dark romance side of Booktok, in my head I'm thinking, we listen and we judge very, very hard. Talking about too sexual. I've never seen somebody advertise any product this way, let alone a book. Yo, this here, it has zero plot. Yeah, I know. And you know what? They be fucking hard in here. And I know y'all ladies, you're reading this. What has been made very clear over the past few years actually is on romance Booktok. They're fantasizing over hockey players. Me personally, I don't know how that came to be, but hey, you have your preferences. That is completely fine. What is not fine is the unrealistic interactions in there. For any storytelling expert, this kind of dialogue is horrifying. They turn in their sleep. They're thinking of this. How do you write this kind of interaction and people are still buying your book? Is the standard to writing stories and characters that low? How do you even get that through the publishing house? Do they not take one look at it and they're like, yeah, maybe not. Also, in this case, if I was the mom seeing this interaction, I would disinherit that motherfucker. A lot of comments saying, he just wants a hug. Yeah, but bro could have worded that way better. That's really weird. That's not only weirdly worded if you're alone. If your family is watching, that's just bare cringe. But in the pits of dark romance TikTok, of Booktok, of everything that accumulates together, if you dig deep, you will find the most desperate attempts at a story I've ever seen. Because what is this? I think the writer just wanted to fantasize about a 7 feet tall army man because what kind of plot is this? You're not Mulan, okay? The author had no idea how to create this scenario in a believable and realistic way. This is the first video I've seen where you need to convince 2 people to do this shit. This is low-key good cinematography. The way the camera's set up with the lighting and stuff, this person knows what she is doing. Which begs the question even harder. Why are you doing all of this? You got all this talent, you got all this knowledge, and you use it for that. What a waste. I mean, you could say the same for my channel. I guess if you look at my channel, it's basically the same, so... Damn! I'm still baffled how he has done this. This is genuinely impressive. This is an absolute advanced way of sliding into the DMs. My brother got it locked and loaded. Sorry, didn't know you got stuntmen doing this trend now. What the hell is that? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That ain't dark romance, that's just fantasy at this point. Low-key going into bestiality? Yeah, that's a line crossed. But people, do you know what's even worse than all of the other TikToks I just showed you? This caption alone overshadows the whole content we've seen so far up to this point. Please, see for yourself. I just read the caption and I am disgusted. Sure, talk about all these trigger warnings, death and whatnot, being unhygienic to this extent. That's actually too far. That's too far. Stop it right there. No going further allowed. This is insane behavior. But people, let's play my favorite game. Look at some videos and see how many crimes are being committed. Assault, trafficking, harassment or intimidation. And that's all just in 13 seconds. I can only imagine what that book looks like. Jail. Let's play it a second time, shall we? That first sentence would put a Victorian child into a coma. Well, actually, I think they had arranged marriage back then. It was not uncommon, so... I'm sorry, he ended someone at the reception with his bare hands? I think you got a whole wrong understanding of the mafia, to be honest. This is not how the mafia moves. Imagine someone from mafia going, oh, let me end someone in broad daylight. Why not? And make sure everyone's watching as well. And also, let me make it look like I do this on a regular basis and this is nothing new for me. Couldn't be suspicious at all. Nobody's gonna suspect anything. So yeah, back to the crimes committed. Forced marriage. Organized crime involvement, a given. Homicide, use of deadly force without justification. Intimidation of witnesses, well, at least the person you just had the forced marriage with. And public endangerment. 6 crimes. Jail. Not all of dark romance Booktok is weird, but it's actually a lot
is actually probably more than you think. And ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I just want to know, do you read dark romance and do you have the same experiences as these people say? I really want to know if I have dark romance readers in my subscribers list.
Yeah, people. That's... No, I can't do this anymore. I'm gone. That's enough internet for today.